talking to Alex Pergam, the COO of Phone. And I have a phone modem at home, but that's going to change. So how is Phone going to develop itself?
Well, first of all, thanks for having a phone modem at home. That makes you one of our very loyal customers.
I was one of the first, I tell you. I jumped on it, I believed in the mission, and I go like, okay, we're going to have this independent Wi-Fi network. But now KPN, our Dutch telecom, is going to use Foam to basically build a Wi-Fi network.
Well, exactly, and it's good if we share the same vision. It's still an independent network. We are now. We've been around. When you say you got a phone modem, you probably got it 5 years ago. We started 5 years ago with a vision of creating a global Wi-Fi network. It took a little longer than we expected, but we're much closer to the vision. We have now 11 million hotspots. That's 11 million sharing customers. And yes, the difference is when we started, we went by ourselves because telcos didn't understand our value proposition as well. Now we partner with telcos. We partner with BT in the UK, partner with SFR in France, Belgacom, your neighbor, Deutsche Telekom, another neighbor. So we're partnering with telcos.
So what happened? I mean, you were basically going to be this independent Wi-Fi network, and now you're the biggest friends of the guys who were afraid of you and who didn't want to talk to you at the beginning.
Well, independence and working with telcos doesn't make it, it's not conflicting, right? We're still an independent network, but we work with telcos. They first didn't know what to do with us. We were going out by ourselves and said, we have a great idea, we want to build a Wi-Fi community, and they were like, well, looking at us and saying, let's see what happens. What happened was British Telecom started working with us and they saw that there's real value for them. And quite honestly, our challenge was distribution.
Yeah. So let's go back to step number one. For the people who don't know Foam, what is Foam?
Foam is a community of people who share their Wi-Fi network. It's a crowdsourced Wi-Fi network. So you share a little bit of Wi-Fi at home, and in turn, everybody else who shares Wi-Fi at their home with the Phone community gets access. Free, unlimited.
Or I can sell it.
Or
can I sell my Wi-Fi access? That used to be also in the past.
You don't really sell it. I mean, we do have a model. Our business model partially is based on non-members of the community getting access. They pay for it, but you don't sell it.
That was not the big bet. So what's the business model of Foam now?
Well, it still is giving access, and it still is paying. Companies paying us for getting access. Let's start with where do we create value, and then where's the business model? We create value in just giving a lot of people Wi-Fi access, okay, and having a global community. And when you go to London, Brussels, Portugal, Tokyo, Rio, I tell you, will find fun in a lot of spaces. Yeah. That creates value.
So let's take example KPN. They have a bunch of people. They have about a couple of million people basically having ADSL, and they're going to support Foam. What does it mean?
That means that the KPN DSL Wi-Fi boxes will, instead of send one Wi-Fi signal, which is only for yourself, will be able to broadcast two Wi-Fi signals. Everybody from KPN will be able to sign up with Phone, or we'll facilitate the process through KPN, and we'll get free Wi-Fi access around the world.
Yeah. So share a little bit of your own Wi-Fi at home, use it everywhere else, and you get paid by KPN for facilitating that.
We have an arrangement with KPN where we, on one hand, have some payments. On the other hand, we're sharing the upside of creating that Wi-Fi network. Of when people come to the network, we get access, and we share those revenues with them.
Yeah. You had some famous shareholders of Foam. Who were they?
We have we have a group. We have three different groups of shareholders. We have internet companies, and that will be Skype and now Microsoft, I guess, and Google. We have venture capitalists. That's Index and Sequoia, our famous ones. We have telcos, and that's British Telecom and recently Deutsche Telekom. And then we have Martin Warszawski, our founder, who's obviously, he's an investor, but he's also the visionary and the person in front and behind the company who keeps us focused and it keeps us driven.
Yeah. And you're the guy, the CEO, who keeps all these systems running with all these back offices of British Telecom and KPN and Deutsche Telekom, and you need to integrate them and make it work smoothly.
Well, there's a lot of integration going on. I'm not the only guy. There's a great team behind it.
But you need to oversee it and sort of make it work in the end.
We found a model that works. Okay, my task is to do the day-to-day, try to keep the company, together. There's a lot of integrations with the telcos. There's a lot of collaboration with the telcos.
So the best days of Foam are yet to come.
Absolutely.
Thank you.